Hello BookTube, it's Eleanor here, and today I'm really excited to announce that Bookbuddyathon 2020 is arriving. I have decided to run Bookbuddyathon again this year. I think in the current climate, making connections with people, joining people, sharing our love of books together is a really important thing. So if you haven't taken part in the Bookbuddyathon before, then Bookbuddyathon is something that I started years ago, and it's a readathon. But this readathon has the slight twist that you work with a buddy. So you have challenges that you work, your buddy helps you to pick your books, and there's various other things, but it's all around this joy of sharing reading with friends, talking to friends and connecting with other book loving people. So this time my lovely friend Tracey from Flamingo Reads is going to be taking part and running this with me again, and is also going to be my buddy. So this time we've added some extra bits. We're doing it for the whole month of June because I think that's quite chill. There'll probably be lots of other readathons that can go on. This can tie in with other things, and it's just quite nice to have a whole month to read what we want to read, and maybe you're going to pick some longer books to read with your buddy. Yeah, so there's 5 reading prompts, so if you complete all 5 you will have read 5 books in the month, which I hope is achievable for most people. If you're pushing yourselves, or for some people that might be easy, but maybe you'll pick a bigger book or do something else alongside it. And then there's also going to be 5 sort of challenges which aren't book related, aren't books basically. So today I'm going to announce those, and then I will be coming back with my TBR at a later stage. So the 5 reading prompts this time. Number 1 is, as always, buddy read a book with your buddy. So when you've joined up with a buddy, this can be a buddy in real life, it can be a parent, it can be a sibling, it can be someone you've met on Twitter, it can be someone from Instagram, it can be another YouTuber, it can be whoever you want. It can be anybody that you want to buddy read with. So pick a book together that you've both either got on your shelves, or you could, one of you's listening to it on Audible, or you can download from the Kindle app, or however you want to read it, and read that book together. Now when I say read the book together, if you're not aware of a buddy read, there are so many different ways to do it. You can split the book into chunks that you read in a week. You know, it might be 100 pages a week you decide to split the book into. It could be a certain number of chapters a day. It could be that you just read at your own pace and discuss as you go on, and you can discuss via Voxer, via Goodreads, via email, via Twitter, however you want to chat with each other. That is fine. FaceTime, Skype, lots of different options there. But buddy read with that person and talk about your feelings and your thoughts on the book as you go along, or even just at the end. Challenge number 2 is to get your buddy to pick a book from your shelf. Show your buddy your shelf, or show your buddy a selection of maybe 2 or 3 books, or text them or send them a message with 2 or 3 book choices, and let them decide which one you're going to read. Challenge 3 is to pick a book that your buddy has given 5 stars. This one might be more difficult. I've given people's access to books and access to different things at the moment. If you haven't, then maybe get your buddy to pick a book off your shelf that they think they would give 5 stars, or an author that they have given one of their books 5 stars. But if you can, try and pick one that your buddy has given 5 stars. Challenge number 4 is to read a book with your buddy's favourite colour on the front cover. This is quite self-explanatory. If your buddy's favourite colour is blue, then pick a book with blue on the cover. It can be as tenuous as you want. The whole cover could be blue, or there could be just a dash of blue in there, a tiny little droplet somewhere. And then challenge 5 is to read a book that has friendship in it. It doesn't have to be the most important part of the book. It doesn't have to be the main theme of the book, but a book that has a friendship in there, or where friendship is sort of looked at. Pick a book about friendship. Okay, so that is the prompts for the books. These are the prompts then for the various different challenges. Again, if you don't want to do any of these, it's always up to you. This readathon's really chilled, but I think it would be fun. The first thing we'd like you to do is to try and speak to your buddy at least once a week. Me and Tracey are going to Skype once a week and have a chat about what we've been doing. I mean, me and Tracey have been doing that anyway, but we will now include the books that we've been reading, having a chat about things, and also doing one of the other challenges, which I will come on to now. So the second challenge is to read aloud to your buddy. If that person is someone in your household, then it's much easier than others. But myself and Tracy are going to Skype each other once a week, and we are going to read a chapter from our buddy reading book each. So I will read a chapter and then Tracy will read a chapter. And so we're going to read to each other each week. We're going to split our buddy reading book into chunks on a weekly basis, so probably 4 chunks. And at the beginning of starting the new week with the new chunk, we're going to read those beginning chapters of that chunk to each other. Challenge number 3 is to watch a book adaptation together via some way. It could be that you're watching it and you're texting each other. You could be watching and tweeting each other. You could be watching while the other one's on Skype. However you want to do it. So pick a book adaptation. Myself and Tracy are really excited about ours, but I'll let you know what it is in my TBR video coming up in a few days' time. Number 4 is a real fun one. Lockdown appears to be the time of quizzes. There's a lot of quizzes going on, whether they're live, whether they're ones that people are sending to each other to try and work out, whether they're sort of catchphrasey ones, whether they're, you know, the traditional style quiz. But we want you to set your buddy a bookish quiz. That could be that you have a quiz night. It could be that you send them a quiz. It could be that you create a quiz. However you want to do it, devise a quiz, a bookish quiz for your buddy. And then challenge 5 is just sharing the love of your buddy. So we want you to either via any social media, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, we want you to post a review of one of the books that you've read during this month via one of those mediums, and we just want your buddy to retweet that, repost that, love it on Instagram. However you can show love to your buddy for that post, that's what we want you to do. And it would be really good as well if you could use the hashtag Bookbuddyathon 2020. So that is Bookbuddyathon 2020 taking place in June. Come back here in a few days and find out what my TBR is. Hopefully you're looking forward to this. Use the comments down below as always as a safe space to try and find yourself a buddy if you can't find one in any other way. People have met each other in the comments before. Give a shout out, say you're looking for someone, connect with someone new, connect with someone old. Just find those connections, find those buddies, and join us in June for some fun buddy reading. Anyway, that's it from me, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye for now, BookTube.